So after 17, almost 18 years now making videos on YouTube professionally, the struggle continues, everybody. I still struggle with motivation, getting certain things started that I really want to do, not knowing what I'm supposed to do, not knowing when I should use air quotes, whether or not I should wear glasses or contact lenses. I chose contact lenses this time. And one thing that helps me is listing off harsh truths about the universe to just put things in perspective. And I think you like that too, because every time I make one of these, a lot of you seem to watch it. So maybe you hate watching it, but that works for me too. So I've compiled a new list of 5 harsh truths you probably need to hear to help motivate you, kick you in the butt, to get you going, or not, whatever. Mostly just to help you enjoy life in the best way that you can and not have your blinders on to the real world. First harsh truth, nobody cares. At least not as much as you think they do. Ooh, look at my painting. I don't care. Ooh, I wrote a song. No one cares. How does it affect me? Me. Okay, saying it out loud, I realize that's not entirely true. People care about other people. But I bet there's a lot of anxiety we all have up in our heads about what other people think, and they literally do not think anything about it. People talk about this often as a good thing when you're worrying about how you look or some dumb thing that you said in public, and really only you are worrying about it and no one cares. Vocal flubs? Whew, Lord knows I've had a few. But this is also a harsh truth that actually helps motivate me in a weird way. When I'm creating something, like a song or a video, or a screenplay, it helps keep me from getting up into my own head about its importance and lowering my expectations for how it will be received. Because the truth is, most people don't give a shit. Over 500 hours of video uploaded every minute to YouTube. Everything we make is such a tiny droplet in a vast universe. And even before the internet, it was hard to get anyone to care about some dumb song you wrote. So you can use this truth as a reminder that it's very hard to get anyone to care about the thing you make. If you want to be a successful creator and you're struggling, you might need to remember no one cares at first. The goal is to get them to care, and that's hard, and focus on that. I don't know, for me, I find it more motivating to be reminded how unimportant I am. Just make stuff and have fun. Get out of your own pants hole. You know what I mean? Harsh truth number 2, you're not special. Kind of already talked about this in the first harsh truth, the whole universe of content that you're just a little drop about. I'm going off of notes. I didn't write a script, so that's what's going to happen. It keeps me real, keeps me fresh. Regular Prince of Bel-Air around here. Sorry, I dropped this. It shouldn't be here anyway. Okay, yes, in one sense, there are billions of people on the planet. You creating something is not going to change the world. Yes. You might be uniquely great at something, but chances are, there are other people who are as good or better. You might be uniquely bad at something. Chances are you're not the worst, so that's good. But why this truth is a good motivator to me is it's a reminder that all of my obstacles, all of my fears, all of my excuses I'm making to not start something are not unique. If I sit and I wonder, how does this person get to do this? What's their secret? How are they able to succeed? I think often the secret is they're just coping with similar excuses that you have. They're just powering through. So if you're sitting there thinking, I can't do this because of this and this and this, maybe you just gotta just do it. Again, if you really want to. Do whatever you want. I'm not saying that life is a productivity machine. It's similar to another harsh truth I said. It's always gonna be hard. AKA, sorry, things suck forever. Some things, not all things. There will always be obstacles. It will never feel fully comfortable. You will never feel fully ready. Your situation might be more extreme than someone else's. All of this to say, you are not special, except for the rare instances where you are. Probably not. Moving on, despite a later harsh truth, I'm going to mention that we're all going to die someday. Taking care of your health to prolong that as much as possible is very important, and you can't just rely on Google rabbit holes. One minute I'm trying to figure out why I have a headache, and the next I'm in a guy's basement and he's telling me to rub potatoes together under a full moon. Won't be doing that again. Didn't work, and I could have used the potatoes for french fries. A better idea would be to see an actual doctor, and today's video sponsor, ZocDoc, can help you do just that. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors. Find a doctor that fits your needs, takes your insurance, isn't the potato guy in the basement, and you can book an appointment right away. As someone who's had asthma for forever. That's right, I've been around since the Big Bang. Finding a good doctor has always been a challenge, especially when moving around a lot. When you go to a new town, you can't say, hey town, give me a doctor that's exactly like my other doctor. One reason you can't do that is because a town isn't a sentient being and it won't do things for you. But also, that's not how healthcare works. I wish ZocDoc existed back when I moved around a lot. I also wish towns were sentient, but that seems impossible. I would have found the right doctor right away. You just search what you need, like asthma specialist, and it gives you a list of the top-rated in-network providers nearby. They've got more than 100,000 healthcare providers across nearly every specialty, from eye care to skin care, mental health to dental health, asthma health to schmasma health. Schmasma health isn't a thing. It does rhyme though. And you can filter for insurance, location, specialty, and there's patient-verified reviews to see if the doctor is the right fit. And it happens super quick. Appointments happen between 24 and 72 hours, and sometimes same day. You don't even need to call anyone. You can just schedule with a few clicks. It's great. I hate talking to people. They say such stupid things, even though nobody cares. So you can visit ZocDoc.com/WheezyWaiter to book local, top-rated doctors that can see you very quickly. And you get to say ZocDoc.com/WheezyWaiter. Thank you, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to it. And this one is the most cliche of sayings, but bear with me. Life is what you make it. Yes, of course, people always say that, but when you think about it, it's actually a harsh truth. It's not necessarily good news, depending on how you handle it. If it's what you make it, that means there's no inherent meaning or motivation or reason or guidebook for what you're supposed to do. It's essentially saying life is meaningless if you don't get off your hands, do something about it. So if you're struggling to know what you're supposed to do next, or you're struggling with happiness, you have to cultivate your own meaning, your own motivation. It's all an active process. It's not like you just sit there and wait for it to hit you. I think when you're a little kid, it just comes easily. But as you get older, you have to actively seek it out. Maybe I just think about these things too much, because I see a lot of people who don't struggle with these kind of questions. But, well, that's what I do. I know for some who will probably mention it in the comments, religion answers these questions for you. I'm glad for you. But I think ultimately, to me, it is a good thing, because I like being in control, okay? If I'm in a situation that I'm not enjoying, I remind myself that I can take control of my own feelings. That's not necessarily easy to do. There are steps you can take to make life what you want to make it. Going for a walk, meditation, yoga, exercise, journaling, affirmations in the mirror. You're doing okay. I got you, boo. Making a big, bold move. Not like a big, bold move, you know, like moving location, you know what I mean? But it's not something that's just going to solve the problem forever. It's ongoing. It's an exercise. So you may have tried a lot of these things and they didn't work. Well, sometimes you got to try them again. Like if you can't do a pull-up, you try one time and it doesn't work. That's not how it works. It's an exercise. You have to do it over and over again until you build up the strength. So yeah, life is what you make it. Speaking of life, fourth harsh truth, you're gonna die. That's a fun one, right? There are articles out there about people who were interviewed on their deathbed about things they regretted, and most of the time it's the same things. They wish they wouldn't have worked so hard. They wish they would have spent more time with loved ones. You know, a lot of the broad things that are not material, they're not success-based, and that's great. But I actually feel like I do spend time with the people that I care about, and I have traveled and seen the world and done a lot of stuff that makes me think at the end of my life I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad I got that covered. I use it as a reminder to prioritize enjoyment in the moment more often than I probably would otherwise. I'm trying to reduce sugar in general to prolong my life, to feel good, to have more energy more often. But if I'm constantly stressed out about avoiding things that I enjoy, like ice cream, all the time, I think, I'm gonna die someday. I should also enjoy ice cream sometimes. So you're gonna die someday could be a reminder that you need to enjoy things. But it could also mean if there's a thing that you've always wanted to do that you are just not doing because you're afraid, or you think it'll be too much work, or you don't know how, but you know you're gonna regret it, just do it! Because fifth harsh truth, regrets are worse than failure. Because think about it. Failure, something that happens once, and whatever it is you failed at, you could probably try again and maybe succeed. Regret, if you miss your opportunity and can never do the thing again, well, that's just gonna stick with you forever. So, well, at least good news until you die, so it won't last forever. I mean, medical science is getting better, and maybe someday humanity will achieve immortality. I'm also working on a separate video about that, but I doubt that's going to happen within the lifetimes of everyone alive right now, which is unfortunate. I know some say that someone today is going to live to 1,000 because medical science will get better and push them up to like 200, and then in that time medical science will get even better, and then that'll push them up to like 500, and then so on and so on. Snowball effect. I don't think so. I think everyone alive now will die. I don't think anyone's going to achieve immortality who's alive right now. But it might happen someday. Point is, if there's something you really want to do and you just can't get yourself to do it, remember, the regret monster's coming for you. The only thing that can stop him is try water. You got to throw the try water at him. Not like 3 waters, like TRY. Again, I didn't write a script. I probably should have wrote a script. Regrets. So those are some harsh truths. I hope they helped you. They certainly always help me when I talk them out. And now I feel like going and working on my screenplay This is really motivating me. So, oh yeah, speaking of things like accomplished, remember that documentary I mentioned I was working on about Japanese Green Bay Packer fans a while ago? Well, that is done and showing at the Wisconsin Film Festival first week in April, which is very soon. It took me a long time. I sat on it for a while, thinking I might never finish it. I didn't want to live with the regret, so it's done, and I'm very proud of it. If you're in the Wisconsin area, come out to the festival April 6th at the Barrymore in Madison at 4:30 p.m. Also, the Green Bay Film Festival on April 12th. I'm very happy with how it turned out, but I'm even more happy at how done it is. I did it. So that feels good. All right. Thanks for watching.